Warm greetings from the high 10. It's Thursday, early morning, witching hour. I had another live planned for last night, but I'm laboring on. Sorry about that. But things changed once I got notification of this new information. As most of you have probably already heard, there was a interview done with Brian Wong of ABC 13 News with Court TV, Mr. Peloton. And you can go to the Facebook page of ABC 13 News and get all the updated videos of Brian Wong with Mr. Peloton and the said original interview of Jacqueline and Giselle West and of the bio mother when this case initially jumped off of the children missing December 21st, 2020. Thanks for joining me. Hello, how's everybody doing? Thanks for joining me. I was trying my best to play some of the audio, but things weren't working out for me to be able to play everything, and it would have been a little bit winded. So if you need verification for any of the said information, you can check out the ABC 13 News Facebook page under Brian Wong to verify the said information. It has been stated in his first video commentary is that several people were not willingly cooperating with authorities, so they had to be detained in order to be questioned. Now, starting off in that first sentence, it is stated that there were people who willingly gave information, talked with the police. And then the second statement is that there were several who had to be detained who were not willing. So one would have to ask themselves, why is that? Why would you not want to willingly talk to the police about two missing African-American baby boys? What's the problem? Who are these people that refuse to willingly cooperate to the point where they had to be detained? That is the commentary for tonight's early morning video. Please hit the link to give your commentary. Do not hit the first slash. I just put that up there because I was trying to do the lowercase h, and that slash was not a part of the link. It starts with the HTTPS if you want to hit the link. But you are more than free to go check out the commentary yourself of Mr. Brian Wong talking to Court TV and giving his brief synopsis of the storyline and how everything unfolded. Mr. Peloton was very professional in asking the right questions, the questions you're supposed to ask. You know, hey, these are two people that look very young, two young people with 6 children, 2 biological, 4 allegedly adopted. And he said in a very diplomatic way, wow, that's a lot to take on for young people. And he's right. And we know that there are young people who do have children young in life, but still 6 kids is a lot to rear in this day and time due to the fact that we have an uncertainty with this pandemic, people having financial woes, people are out of work, people working part-time, people choosing not to work full-time. So in this day and time to have 6 children, it's a lot. And you're a young person yourself. You're not college educated. You don't have formal degrees and certificates to afford you a higher paying. And as he asked Mr. Peloton, you know, what do they do for a living? And Mr. Byer basically, you know, let him know. We don't have all that information. We don't have all that information about where somebody works, this and that. Brian also mentioned about wanting to interview them, talk to them. Jacqueline and Giselle West. And basically, they alluded to the fact that they feared for their safety. They did search, blah, blah, blah. But they feared for their safety because I guess the way the family was behaving, the Bio family in the beginning. But that's up for interpretation as well. You're entitled to believe what you want about this storyline. Think about what you want pertaining to who was actually scared, who's actually fearing for their life. I don't know if I just can believe that. Day one, they feared for their safety. Could be, I don't know. Just a lot as I state with these people, that you don't know what to believe. What is truth and what is fiction? I mean, I don't know if these people actually fear for their safety. Thanks for joining me. Okay. Oh, Lord. He clarified that this meant throughout the case, not just today, like some people think. Well, we don't know. That's the whole point. That's why I never even said if it was, I was questioning myself. Is this throughout, or was this just something that happened Wednesday? Was this just information that just came through recently, or this is something that's been ongoing? Well, I think they should have announced that beforehand. If this is an issue of people not helping in the beginning, the middle, I mean, whenever, I think that should have been told to the public. We do have some people we tried speaking with, and they have not been cooperative. That should have been told day one, whenever it happened. I think that would have been the thing to do. So as I state, everything's up for interpretation. Since you kindly put in the chat to let me know from somebody else's channel. Lord have mercy. I don't know what to say. What's the truth and what isn't about anything pertaining to this case? Hold on one second. Oh, Lord, repeat gospel. Just a second. Okay, I'm back. Thank you. Thanks for joining me. No, I just don't like using other people. I just don't like using other names because things happen when you put other people's names out there in the chat. Something gets misconstrued. Somebody says, why? No, this didn't happen. So that's why I don't like people dropping other people's names because it causes confusion. And I don't need any more problems. I said it 1,000 times anyway. Hit the link if you want to give your opinion about what was said with Mr. Wong and Mr. Politan on Court TV. If you have listened to the video, you might want to scroll out of here to go watch the said commentary of Mr. Wang, I don't know if he's saying Wong, excuse me, Mr. Wang with Court TV host. It was a very interesting short, interview. I'm glad that Court TV has picked up the story because that gives more attention and a spotlight to the disappearance of the children. So the more people that know about the story, the better. So that's one more avenue of the children's information getting out there on a national platform. And some might say a day late, dollar short, but grateful for the coverage nonetheless. If you want to give your opinion pertaining to this recent information, please hit the link. The link is at the top of the page, sweetheart. Starts with HTTPS. Do not put the slash in. I just put the slash because when I put a period after the first sentence, it jumped up to the capital letters and should be all lowercase. HTT / StreamYard and then the code after that. Kate Huss says it gave her some hope. Well, it's under my, it's the only comment I put up there with the StreamYard inside of it, sweetheart. I say hit the link to join the panel. There it is right there. I don't see how you can't miss it. Then under that, I said, don't add the first slash. Ladies, thanks. Oh, goodness. Okay, you know what? I don't have time for this. Oh, Very live. Hi, Notorious. How you doing? So, I don't even know what to say right now. I got thrown off my own live because I can't even focus. Think about what I'm trying to say. As I state, I'm glad that the children are getting more attention on a national platform. That's a blessing. Indeed, it's a blessing. And as I state, when you go to the Facebook page, you can pull up, they'll have all the original interviews from the West couple and also the bio mother. And it's very interesting watching the bio mother also speak. I don't know. I got a real weird feeling watching that interview of her crying, asking to have her children back. So I know it hit me the wrong way. Absolutely hit me the wrong way. Just watching that a little while ago. There's something disingenuous about that whole interview. I don't even think it was real tears. I don't know, just something about it was just not right to me. But like I said, nonetheless, I'm glad that the children have a new platform to have their voices heard on Court TV. Amen. For some of you, you know of Court TV. It's a staple that's been around a very long time. So I'm very happy that they spotlighted the children. And as I state, you can go to the ABC Facebook page of Brian Wayne, and you can see all of his uploaded material that he's uploaded in the past couple of hours to that said Facebook page of his interview with Court TV and the original interviews of Jacqueline and Trezell West and the bio mother. But my thing is, whether it's news that just happened a day ago, 2 days ago, or the past 4 months, because that wasn't specified in Mr. Wang's interview with Court TV, still nonetheless, it would have been nice if that was to be told at the time that it transpired, that people have not been cooperating and people had to be detained. So now we have to ask ourselves, who are those said people? And another thing that I found interesting is when Biden said that there were other municipalities that were searched with search warrants, because he did mention the last 20 warrants that were served. And when he also said other municipalities, that means that's other jurisdictions that were searched. What places are those? Because that was never mentioned to my recollection. So that's something interesting as well. What other places? What other cities, locales were searched? Are we talking about the state of California, or are we talking about outside of the states of California? So that's a very interesting details as well. Please hit the link if you want to give your opinion. Oh, Lord. You guys, it's right up at the top of the page. Man, come on with this. You all can't read the word, hit the link to join the panel. I don't understand how you can't see that. And I'm looking at it right here myself. It's 2 lines above dime a dozen's hey. Man. Well, maybe that means nobody needs to talk then. How about that? Well, how can it be not be a link and I just pulled it down and read it? I have 2 conversations at the top. I've just read it. Hit the link to join the panel, https://streamyard.com/EP5MSPG39W. Then under that, I say, don't add first slash ladies, thanks. Then dime a dozen comes in and says, hey. So it's, matter of fact, it's sitting right above your own comments. Well, that's what I just said, Notorious. I mean, you telling me it's not there, and I'm telling you I just read it. I just read it back to you. Oh my God. Man. So I guess now I can't read. I think something happened to them after the Vegas, Nevada trip 11 months ago, because it's the last time they took photos of the boys and nothing from then till now. The Vegas, Nevada trip. What Vegas, Nevada trip, Charlene? What are you speaking of, her? You know, some of you all can be very rude to try to tell the hostess what she can't read on her own phone. But that's to be expected. Okay, Crystal, that's fine. Thank you, Notorious. I know what I said. If I can read it and you're sitting there telling me you can read it, my goodness. Then somebody in the chat gonna tell me I'm not reading my own handwriting, and you just repeated it. Yeah, so I guess both of us, we're both liars. If people weren't so quick to come in trying to tell somebody what to do, you probably could see it. No, I'm not crazy. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I don't really have to verify anything. Somebody else in the chat just repeated it, so that's enough for me. Somebody sent some people with guns blazing and took them boys, and Jacqueline and Trezell are threatened with their lives. I believe that they were moved to another state. Somebody sent some people. Well, that's interesting, Kate. Well, I wonder if they're going to repeat who the said parties are. Well, I guess that may be a secret as well. Diane, guess what? I can put a halt to it all, really. Believe that. Because it's always a malfunction with this group. Always a malfunction. Crystal says, I wonder why the BPD haven't given any statement about what has happened. I have no idea, Crystal. But Charlie, how do you know that was in Las Vegas? Yeah, because I just put it back in there, Blondie. If you've never spoken before, please feel free to hit the link. We'd like to hear some new commentary from some of you who rarely comment. Some of you don't like to comment. Some of my fans don't like to comment. They just like to kind of sit in the chat. But it'd be nice to hear some different commentary, different opinions in the on the panel. Thank you. Well, I don't know exactly what's going on with this case. It's just I haven't a clue. It just seems strange. Everything is strange pertaining to this. I had something else planned to talk about this evening until one of the fans put a text on the community post about Brian Wayne speaking to the commentary in general. So I said, well, I guess I'll go ahead and discuss it briefly. I don't even know really what I'm discussing, quite frankly. And I really don't know what they're talking about, who they're talking about. Since the police didn't give a formal statement, one now has to sit and wonder, who is Mr. Bryan speaking of? Just very interesting. But as I stated, it was very interesting him saying he wanted to talk to the West couple on the record, and they wanted to be very fair in their telling of the story, as not to seem biased, all sides. But of course, they did not want to speak on the record with the news again, so Bryan didn't have anything, which, is just a very interesting situation of them not wanting to speak to the news again. Then the issue of feeling threatened by the Bio family that was mentioned. Bryan mentioned that. So it's like, I don't know. I just don't know if I believe that or not. If they felt threatened by the Bio family. Naturally, you see people huffing and puffing, saying things that's not probably so nice on the day of that interview. Yes, one could say these people were upset. But I don't know because, like I said, I was not there. I wasn't present to hear what was said, so I do not know um, what was said by any family members or friends of these people to the West family. Kate says, I bet those detained pled the fifth. Interesting, Kate. Maybe. They did speak to him off the record. Hopefully one day we will hear about that more. Well, sweet one, I don't think he really told him anything. Tell you the truth. If it has something to do with gangs, they don't want to lose their life. Okay, sweet one, how do you know this? I hadn't heard about that. No, all I heard him say is that they talked, but he was basically saying, he felt threatened, so he didn't want to talk to the news. And then he said that he mentioned that they searched, which I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. I don't believe they searched. I don't think I believe that at all. I don't think I believe that. I really don't. Thanks for joining me. If you'd like to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie 129. All super chats are welcome during the live. Thank you so much for joining me. Please enlighten me what you think this scenario is, who these certain people are that did not willingly want to give information pertaining to the disappearance of the children. And as I state, listening to Mr. Bayan speak, I did find it very interesting when he said that other municipalities were searched. So now I ask myself, what are those places? I'd like to know that. I'd like to know the people that didn't cooperate, and I'd like to know those said places that they searched. Okay, Kate. You all still keep talking about gangs. Why is that? Why you all think gangs are involved? Who told you that there are gangs involved? I'm just curious. Thank you, Crystal. Everyone forgets about the guy that said he got a flyer from the Hispanic mom. Say what, Sabrina? What are you talking about, honey? Everyone forgets about the guy that said he got a flyer from the Hispanic mom. What flyer is that, sweetheart? Please enlighten me. I don't know. What guy are you speaking of? And what Hispanic mom are you speaking of, baby? I don't know. Well, Crystal, do you know what she's speaking of? Okay. Okay. Crystal, you want to come up and explain what she's talking about, honey? Oh, Crystal, you said you never heard of that? Okay. Crystal, you want to give me your opinion? Pertaining to this Brian Wayne interview with Court TV? What do you think it means exactly? Just give me your opinion. Thank you. Very interesting. Okay, when they were walking the dogs. Okay, interesting. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
So, did you watch all of the interview with Mr. Politang?
Yes.
And what do you think of the information that was relayed in the video?
I'm kind of curious as why it's so bland.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I don't know why Bakersfield Police Department hasn't came out and said anything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's all I got. Mm.
Okay. Sweet One says if the detainments for interview were passed, they still don't have enough evidence to make an arrest. My take on it. Well, Goose is the one who put it out there that some other channel said something.
Oh yeah.
My thing is, Biden didn't say it, so we don't know. So now we have to ask ourselves: is this something recent, or this is something throughout the case in the past 4 months? Lord have mercy.
But then why would he word it like that?
I don't know. That's what I said. I didn't even give it another thought. I thought of it briefly when I was listening, but I didn't dwell on it because it wasn't no point in me dwelling. I could just only take at what he said at face value during the interview.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet One says the statement is in past tense. Okay. I guess I have to listen at it again.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Past.
we know the word detained is past tense, but we're wondering what are we talking about this week or throughout?
Right.
No, I
Mm-hmm.
don't have an email. No, I do not. Hey, honey. Yes, Nancy. It's a very sad case. It's a very sad case. Well, oh, Crystal, what do you think about Trezell telling Biden he felt threatened? So this would have been early on.
He felt threatened.
By
But
the
he didn't
bio.
say specifically who he felt threatened by.
I'm assuming he was talking about the threats that people were sending for the bio family. I don't just, you know what? It's becoming like white noise. All of
Mm-hmm.
this. It is. It's everything is starting to just run into everything is running in together. Like you know how you just put a bunch of food in a bowl, just mix it up, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a big mess. You don't even know what you're listening to anymore. Especially when so much time starts going by, you start forgetting stuff. Stuff just don't make no sense. Nothing makes any sense. Okay, Dancing Queen says, "Boy, y'all mentioning everybody's name in the chat, ain't you?" Oh, it doesn't mean today people were detained. This could mean throughout this case. Maybe police just gave him info today. Perhaps. There was indication of timeline seems to be the way. Okay. No indication of timeline. Okay. Okay. If this happened weeks or months ago with arrests, why bring it out now, especially without mentioning it with the Cherry segment? He could have kept that. Yes, Jocelyn, that's my point.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Why mention it if it wasn't recent? Exactly.
Right.
Because now you all are going back and forth in here, dropping everybody's YouTube name in the chat to tell me what somebody else said it means. That's the point we're making. Why even mention it if it was passed? What
Right.
relevance does it have now?
I don't have my YouTube app on. Who said that? Chick
Chick,
Benny.
I don't know why everybody be talking about you echoing because when you're up here, I don't hear an echo.
Mhm.
I don't know. Hey TG, how you doing? I'll tell you the truth. Mm, yeah, because that to me would seem very odd to even say anything about who was detained, not cooperating. Why even say anything? And the police haven't even gave an official word to say, well, we talked to a few people and we had some that cooperated, but then we had to detain some. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's very strange. Very, very, very strange. Strange.
Yeah, if nothing was recent.
So then we can assume from between the last buying statement to this one. Sweet one, I have no idea. Yes, that's what it would do is get somebody excited. Exactly. April 7th, sweet one. Because I just that video sits up under these videos. Because it goes in chronological order sometimes. Okay, Moon Rain. You messaged him 3 days ago and told him he sucked and belongs at the National Enquirer with the stunt he pulled with the cherry and boots on the ground. Now we get info. I spoke too soon. Well, why would you say anything to him? Jeez. Oh, I'm dead. Ooh, boy. Did you just read that, Crystal?
Mm-hmm.
Mercy. Wow. Okay. Forgive me if I'm a little slow in my reactions to this live tonight. Sweet one says, so between April 7th and April 28th, that is the timeline I'm putting in my notes. Okay. Oh, Lordy. Alton says, are they on an iPhone? Is who on an iPhone? Crystal's not echoing because I don't hear anything.
Yeah, I don't hear myself echoing either. And no, I'm not on iPhone.
I was going to say, are you calling me from a landline? Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm going to stop. I'm going to behave. Okay. Whew. Slow running here. Sweet one, I don't hear anything. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's you all having the issues with your telephones because I don't hear anything. I would be the first one to hear it. I don't hear anything. There are many characters in this case. Netflix has taken an interest. Well, that should be interesting as well.
Now people are gonna start making money.
Well, the interesting part of that Netflix or whomever would like to do a movie or documentary, who would they get to play the YouTubers if they want to put them in the mix?
Mm-hmm. Oh God, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Jesus wept.
I will not play Jackson or Randy.
You're horrible. Girl, you better stop, please. I'm dead. Oh, I'm so dead. Wow, wow, wow. That was a good one. Well, I'm sorry you don't want to play any of them, ma'am.
No, I'll play the mailman or something.
I can't stand you right now. You're too funny. Woo. Oh wow. Oh, Seven Life says I'll play Pookie and Ray Ray. You go right ahead. That's a good one too. You go right ahead. I guess I'll be Miss Sophia. Sophia. Daddy, ain't that a pretty name? Cracking jokes because this whole synopsis is just very strange to me. All this is strange. So strange. Twin Peaks. Yeah, this got Twin Peaks beat, honey. This makes Twin Peaks look like Walt Disney. Sorry, but it's the truth. There's no way. It's just I don't know. I don't know what to say about any of it. I'm just kind of like baffled.
Right?
Whew. Chick Benny says, I'll play anybody who faked their cry. Wow, Chick Benny, stop. Well, hey, I'm a good actress. I'll play the lady with the eyelashes. With the car. I'll be the lady with the eyelashes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, maybe somebody teach me Spanish. I forgot all my Spanish. Damn. What the hell? Jeez.
Well, I'm did anybody see it on did anybody see this new information or whatever on the news tonight, or was it just on Brian Wayne's Facebook?
Don't start. Don't start. Don't do it. If you going where I think you're going, please.
No, it was a legit question.
I am dead. I'm so dead right now. I can't even think right now. I got so thrown off the beginning of this live. I can't really gather my thoughts correctly. Well, well, I will say this: Buying's coming up. He's talking to Mr. Politan off of Court TV. He's getting some notches on that belt. He's doing pretty damn well. He's doing pretty well. Next, I guess he'll be on one of the TV shows. Where's Perla? Y'all just left her out in the wind, didn't you?
She kicked herself out.
I don't know, Liane. Or Leanne is your name. We don't even know who owns that vehicle with eyelashes. Nothing with news yet, just from his Facebook page. Well, that's what we'll wait and see. Perla got fired, probably Buying said not today. What do you mean, M. Lovin? Well, this is so amazing how she was so wrapped up into talking to certain people. Very interesting. And now you all say possibly she's no longer working for the said news affiliate. It's very interesting indeed. Did you find it interesting?
Very.
Who owns the dark gray car? What car is that, sweet one? Woo, Goose, you got a lot to say today. Perla got fired because of YouTube drama. Where'd you hear that? Because I know it wasn't in People magazine. So where did you hear that? And M. Lovin says the same. I heard she was no longer working for KGET. That was a joke. We know it wasn't in T. We know it wasn't in People. Possibly the Inquirer, but not People. What do you think about that, Crystal?
Well,
Her being fired, if indeed that's true, allegedly.
did she get in too deep and they fired her? Like, I don't understand why they would fire her.
Oh yes, Sabrina, we heard that she walked away on her own. Yes, someone mentioned that the other day.
That would make sense that she'd walk away on her own. I don't see them firing her because I don't see what she did wrong to get fired.
Steve showed a text. He said he thought she got fired because that's what she told him. She replied, "No, you misunderstood, and I can't cover the case anymore." Oh Lordy, here we go.
Mm.
Oh God, I'm done.
Perla Carr got put on the fire in front of the news station.
Say what?
Kate.
Oh. So that was Pearl's car that was caught on fire? Is that what you're saying? Well, they never verified whose car that was. I never heard they say whose car it was.
Mm-hmm.
Video that played yesterday on a few channels recorded by, y'all just keep dropping these people names in the chat. Dark gray car that someone else follows into the desert on the 23rd, also on film. Well, you don't have to explain. You can just say you heard it. That's the best way to do it. I heard on someone else's channel. But see, when you put people names in this chat, people run with stuff.
Yeah, now all those people are going to be.
Yeah, and I don't want nobody saying I said nothing about something I don't even know anything about.
Right.
If you all are mentioning stuff right now in the chat about what somebody else said on another channel, stuff I've never even heard. And I just don't want to hear the BS afterwards.
I think that it's possible that
Perla was on her way to be Carol Ferguson. If you from Bakersfield, you know who I'm talking about. What? I don't know what she said. Dime a dozen, yes. That's all it is. And then got the nerve to say you can't see the link. So this is what you would want to put up on the panel? Okay. Yeah.
Perla was on her way to be Carol Ferguson.
Why wouldn't the police come out and make a public statement? That is strange. I don't know, Nancy. I have no idea. Sweet one, KK, it gone. What, Sweet one, what are you saying? I don't know what you're saying, honey. Well, this isn't the live I had anticipated. I will say that. I'm serious. It's not what I anticipated for the evening. Because I don't really know. I've just kind of lost my taste in my mouth. As the minutes unfold. She was probably threatened.
And that would be one reason why she would quit.
Threaten her for what? She was ride or die with. She was ride or dying with certain folks. Remember?
Yeah.
The same one that somebody else is saying was threatening them. So that don't sound right. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if the news anchors have discretion on the info they share publicly, and it's their butts if the public misinterprets it. Because Duty Ron went on about not misinterpreting and thanking buy-in. Okay, Dancing Queen, let's sing some songs and dance. Yeah, it's about that time. I had another subject I wanted to discuss this evening, but I guess not now. Just ridiculous. Well, I don't know. I don't know anything about most of the stuff that you all have mentioned in the chat. I have no idea what you all are talking about. That's probably a good thing. I don't know anything about any of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. They might need to go back to the landline, you know? It might be helpful.
Right.
Give the cell phone a break. You all wouldn't know what to do if you couldn't text. Just wouldn't know what to do. Lose their mind. Oh, God. There were so many clues right in the beginning. Such as what, Kate? Well, Deuce, I mean, like I said, I had something else planned to discuss, to talk about. I can't switch a topic now because I have another title up on the video. I have another title on the video. There's no way I could talk about what I wanted to talk about
Oh
with
yeah,
this
no.
time up here. No way in hell. I'm going to
No.
mix the subject of what I wanted to speak on earlier. I kind of wish I'd went ahead and talked about that because this right here is bland.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't what I had anticipated for a live. Well,
I think if he
Victoria.
would have said more,
Mm-hmm.
came out with more details on what he was
Mm-hmm.
saying, it would make more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because now it's just added more questions.
Right. Sweet One says there were so many rumors right in the beginning, no clues. Well, and that's what's sad. We're 4 months in and still nothing. Um, and now we get this. And now you all are going back and forth saying, well, it don't mean yesterday, it don't mean today. It means throughout the case. But the whole point is he didn't say that. So I don't know.
And why did he just say it today and he didn't say it 3 months ago?
Kate Huff, she knew what? What did she know too much about? What did Perla know? I'm curious. What did Miss Perla, what did she know exactly? Huh, Diane, you're so funny. Baby, I'll finish it tomorrow. I'm tired. Bye, everybody. Stay safe and blessed. Yeah, I might need to join you, Diane. Be safe, dear. Have a wonderful day. Well, I don't know what was the point of all that with buying. Someone dropped it on the community page. That's the only reason why I decided to make the video tonight. But I don't know who he's speaking of. He didn't relay any names, so I don't have any idea who he's speaking of.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just business. Buying got the West to talk to him, but Perla didn't. Okay. Yes, thank you all for joining. I don't know. I don't think they told him anything either. Because he'd be glad to tell that. Considering this is a ever evolving story, he'd love to have something to tell the public. He's a news
Mm-hmm.
reporter. But they don't have anything to say. How about that? They don't have anything to say to him. They don't have anything to say, period. You don't even have pictures of your children. So all that mumbo jumbo about being threatened and this and that really doesn't mean anything. Because that doesn't have anything to do with you giving accurate photos of your children. What does one have to do with the other?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. I tell you all to listen. My daddy used to tell me that. Sometimes best don't talk, just listen. You see, The story started with you saying your children went missing. So that's before the bio mother showed up banging on the door, asking about her kids that she no longer had custody of. Before Pookie and Ray Ray showed up. Before a thug in a suit showed up. Before YouTubers showed up. One of these jokers called to say their children were missing. And naturally, a detective showed up and asked for identification of said children in a photograph. And then in turn, one of those jokers was supposed to respond accordingly. And that's that. And they did not respond appropriately. They gave pictures of the children younger. And it's 4 months in, and you still don't have more photographs of the children. So that says a lot to me. No matter what you think now, or who you may think's involved, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, I always say start at the beginning of the story, because where else are you supposed to start but at the beginning? Kate says at the press conference with the West, Trezell said, they are our boys and we want them back. Think about it. I don't know. Kate, what are you trying to say? He know who has his children? What are you saying? I didn't read much into anything that Trezell and Jacqueline said in the beginning because I didn't like what I was hearing. So, like I said, everything's up for interpretation. What you hear, I don't hear. I didn't think anything, but these are two lying ass MFs. That's what I thought. How about that? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Hey, Benny, how you doing? That's what I thought. I said, I don't believe these two. Like I said, could I be wrong? Could others be wrong about these two? Of course, because we don't know anything. 4 months in, no children, no arrests. Oh, but one thing I do find interesting, I think I can try to perk up now. That's present tense. They ain't got their kids. How about that? Since y'all want to argue about what's present and what's past. Anytime, Benny. Good to hear from you. What about that, Crystal? Abaya, make sure to make that loud and clear. They ain't got her, ain't got her, right?
Right.
So anybody, you couldn't misinterpret that being present tense. They don't have their children. Ain't got their children. Slang and appropriate English. Ting. And why is that?
That's a good question.
Why do these two not have their children back? Giselle seemed like he was going to crack a few times in the interview. I didn't think he could hold out with the lie under pressure. I wonder if it's the West not complying now. Where have they been? Yes, that was the video I made. That's what I said. The video I made the other night. Where have they been? Where are they staying? Where are they working? How are they eating? How are they slumbering? How are they paying for things? Do they still own their house? Are they going to keep their house? Is the house in foreclosure? Do you have money in the bank shoebox behind a picture? What the hell do you have left? What do you have? You see, as time goes by, people start to act out when things are not going well. They won't. See, I'd rather die with you for a little while. But guess what? Start getting a little thirsty, a little hungry. Stay a little cooped up for a while and see how your demeanor change. Shut your mouth. Hello? Anybody miss?
I would like to know what Benny means by his response.
What did Benny say? We know the AP cooperated on several occasions.
Mhm.
Stand to reason by the statement it was them. Wait, say what, Benny?
Stand to reason by the statement it was them.
Brian, did they say tonight that the other children were taken by DPS? Did he not say that in his interview tonight? He said they are gone. Those 4 children are gone. They don't have their kids. That was clear. If you didn't understand nothing, that was clear. They don't have their kids. I don't know who has them. They are very bad people. Well, I'm talking about the children that's in the state's care. I'm not talking about the babies that are missing. Blood Money said AP. I'm trying to understand what you're saying. What's going on, Night Owl? Hit the link if you want to give your opinion. Because I'm 2 minutes from just, oh my goodness. I don't even understand what's going on. Well, Crystal, what do you think? I'm just kind of I'm slow motion tonight. I can't gather my thoughts. I'm just gonna be truthful. I'm just like I said, I got turned off when the live started. Just not to be rude. I'm just turned off, really.
Yeah,
I'm turned all the way off.
yeah.
Kate says there's very bad people involved. Whom are you speaking of, Kate? Kate from the hood. Who are you speaking of? I want to know who you're talking about. I want to know the other places they search. Since Brian mentioned that, I want to know where the other places the police search. I want to know the people who did not want to talk about the children. Who are they?
Mm-hmm.
Who are they? Please enlighten us. That's what I want to hear.
Right, because last we knew everybody was cooperating, right?
Right, but look how long ago that was. That's been so
Right.
long ago. We were still in coats and boots.
Right.
So I don't know who they're speaking of. I haven't a clue. I don't know, Nancy. I'm just, y'all know how I get when I get in my little moods. I get thrown off real quick because I don't like a lot of BS, and some of y'all know how to bring it. Y'all good at that.
Oh no, thanks is in here.
I tell you what. Since y'all want to talk about Netflix, maybe some of y'all in the chat should audition for Netflix. I said it. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna keep talking about YouTubers. Maybe some of you commenters should audition. Yeah, I'm keeping it real. Just keeping it real. What do you think about that, Crystal?
What would it be called?
See? I'm just saying, from some of the stuff I've seen in the past couple months up until tonight.
Yeah.
I think a lot of you all would be great actors
Yeah.
for the documentary pertaining to Cal City. Yeah, I said that. Don't get offended.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of you like to participate in the BS and then try to shy away with your tail between your legs. And a lot of you all like to pit other tubers against each other too. I've been watching a lot of you for months now. Yeah, I'm gonna call a spade tonight. Some of you with the bullshit too. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna reach out to Netflix myself. And I'm gonna tell them, You don't need to put up an audition nowhere in America. Just go to the YouTube community board and put a post up there. Should have no problem finding some fine actors to play these part of these people. I'm just telling the truth. I've been looking at some fine acting for some time. I sure have. A lot of acting. Like I said, don't get offended. It's nonsense, pure nonsense. Woo, child. What? No, I'm just calling a spade a spade. Netflix isn't going to deal with their foolishness. Well, my thing is, there's just a lot of times people don't really realize that, you know, sometimes the things you say, I mean, you know, you can read a lot in people's comments. That's all I'm saying. You read a lot. Tells you a lot about the people you're chatting with. Stay woke. Stay woke. Yeah, okay, your sad card. Yeah, very funny. So sick. Hit the link if you want to give your opinion pertaining to the Bai Wong interview with Court TV. I'm glad Court TV jumped on board to spotlight the children's disappearance. That's one more avenue for the children's situation to be broadcast, because, as I say, there are a lot of people in America don't even know the children are missing. There's still some people who in California that don't know that the children are missing. So anybody that wants to talk about the children, the disappearance, is highly favored, because somebody needs to keep their name out there. Were these people detained today overall during the case? So we're not sure. Rashida, that's the $1 million question, honey. That's the $1 million question. I don't know. They've been bickering back and forth about which and so ever. What are you talking about? Why was the woman that sold in the house that moved to Arizona felt that she's being targeted? The FBI visited her there. Well, my thing is, nobody would have known you sold in the house if you kept your mouth closed. Who knew her? Crystal, you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knew who she was until she decided to call a YouTuber. Nobody knew you existed. So you put yourself in the case by going to YouTube. I keep telling y'all to stay woke.
Yeah.
Stay woke.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knew who you were. You put yourself on Front Street by
Right.
calling a YouTuber, then the YouTuber talked to another YouTuber, and another YouTuber vouched for you. And the next thing you know, this YouTuber's talking to you on the telephone. Nobody knew your name.
Right.
Except for doing a Google search. Who owned the house and yah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Have a good night. So that's what I'm saying. I just think it's very interesting how people later play possum about being stalked and harassed and this and that, but you so eager to talk to people.
Right. Mm-hmm.
How will we know if the FBI went there? The news, PD, or FBI haven't confirmed that. Well, that's y'all talking in them streets, I guess. I don't know. It's the only place in the world where people know everything going on but don't nobody know where the children are.
Right.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Oh, I don't know, honey.
Hey,
It's been a slow running, Miss Chick Benny. How you been doing, baby?
all right.
Thanks for joining me.
I was trying to. Am I echoing?
No, start speaking.
Yeah.
Is she echoing?
Yeah.
Do you have another device on, baby, like a background YouTube on?
No,
Maybe it's
I turned it all off.
maybe it's
Okay.
just YouTube tonight because I don't have it either.
Uh, oh well.
I could still understand you though.
Maybe the Canadians have infiltrated us.
That's what it is.
Talking about the Russians.
They don't want
I
to
can
be
see
here.
I can see Canada from here. Yeah, I see it. That. What's up, Chick Benny?
I was messing with this. Okay.
Come on, Chick Benny, get it
I was messing
together.
with the audio.
This is a slow run. Yeah, you're echoing now. I can hear you, baby.
I was trying not to echo. Okay, bye.
Okay.
Maybe okay. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna go out and come back in.
Her sister even called a YouTuber allegedly who knows that that's her sister. Yes, Jocelyn, that's my point. Finally, somebody that thinks like the queen. How in the hell can you verify people through a phone? How? You can't verify nothing.
Mm-mm.
Hello?
Am I echoing now? Oh shoot.
No,
Bye.
go ahead. But you can't verify nothing. You can't verify somebody through a phone.
No.
Oh, that's my brother that called you and such and such, such and such. That's what I think is so funny. And I always said at the beginning, everybody believed all these people calling these YouTubers. Then somebody decides to reach out to me to tell me something about the Bio Mom, and everybody lost their mind. Oh, they lied. Oh, it ain't true. Oh, but the facts spoke for themselves before the source ever called, reached out to me, found me. The source didn't tell me nothing that I didn't already know. Because, like I said, I started at the beginning. And what I saw in the beginning was foul. I didn't need nobody to reach out to me and tell me nothing. You see, because I do what my daddy said. I listened and I watched and I used common sense. You don't have none of your children. Nobody got to reach out to the queen and tell the queen a damn thing. You told on yourself. Spade or spade. Go ahead, baby. She done left off. Yeah, whatever, Kate. You know what I'm saying? I don't fall for the foolishness. I just don't. Because this is something I'm learning about people more and more. You have to be very leery of a person that always have something to say about something. They know everything about something. I'm telling you, those are the people you need to look out for. Always got a story. Always know what happened. I can verify it. I know. Let me tell you what happened. Come on now. That's all I've seen past couple months dealing with these kids. Everybody knows more than the other person, but yet two children have yet to surface with all the chit chat. People in the chat talking, people on Facebook talking, platforms talking, but the children have yet to surface. It's insane. It's insane to me. Yeah, they're gonna be ghosts. This case is it's a wicked case. I'm telling you. This is a very sad case because nothing has come to fruition pertaining to these children. And now we get this little tidbit of information, which don't know if it's African or what. The people not cooperating, but I don't know if I'm shocked. I can't say that I'm shocked. Of course not. I'm not gonna say anything. I don't want to talk about something. And if I know I'm involved in something, I definitely am not gonna talk to the police. Why would I do that? Okay, tough. Where are you calling from?
Well, hello. I'm calling from the wonderful state of Pennsylvania. Am I echoing?
You okay, baby? How are you doing up this time, my girl?
I'm just calling to find out if you're making fun of me.
Making fun of you? Why would I be making fun of you, Kate?
Everything I say.
What have you said?
Everything I was posting.
I haven't. You only said one thing I saw you say. She was on a YouTuber crying.
Okay.
What have you said after that?
I was talking about Netflix. Because
What about Netflix? What about Netflix, Kate?
the guy who does the documentaries for Netflix is very interested in the case for the voice. He was on YouTube talking about it.
Okay. So what do you think about that?
He's going to have to wait because we still don't have the
Really?
voice.
Yeah, it kind of helped to get the children, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Is there anything you want to know?
Huh?
Is there anything you want to know that I have picked up? Because I've watched this case from the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I take notes.
Okay.
I read people. I work with a lot of diversity.
Okay.
I lived in a city that turned into a hood. And when I retired, I was able to leave. Because of the work that I did, I had to stay in the city at that time.
Okay. Jocelyn says she Googled no Netflix article came up. So is this an article or is someone speaking on a YouTube channel or their own channel?
The director in Canada. Netflix is based in Canada.
Okay.
Maybe if she went under Netflix.
Oh. Okay.
Maybe she could find a director for the documentary.
There's no stuff. It could be like a person trying to get clouds. What do you think about what's been said? Are you reading the chat?
No.
They're basically saying Netflix. They haven't heard anything about anyone filming anything for Netflix. That's what two people have said in the chat.
They said they're gathering information.
Okay.
They're listening to YouTubers too, they said.
Okay.
Yeah. They just did quite a few very good documentaries.
Okay, so is this the person? Is this a church?
I'm losing you. Are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you have any questions?
To be involved in the case, the hosts of the program. Do you have questions for you? You are prepared to topic. That's really how that goes. You used to be
I
like
have a
us with your opinions.
my opinion on the case. Well, there's two different dads, right? The two boys have different dads, and the different dads live in different states.
Say
One
what?
of them is known as a gang member.
Oh Lord.
One of them was in jail,
Okay.
and in my heart, I want to believe that the boys are okay and they're alive. Just by things that the first what is that? The first cop said.
Chief Walker.
The chief. There we go. And
Okay.
things that they said when they came out and talked to the reporters.
Mhm.
There are people who have read their body language.
Mhm.
The things that they say, like he said, those are our children and we want them back.
Okay.
Now, first of all, he said they wandered out of the yard because he left the gate open.
Mhm.
But said a different way when he came out
Mhm.
to talk.
Mhm.
Just little things that other people say.
Cut to the chase.
The chase
Who
is
took the children?
who I don't know who took the children. I don't know.
Do
But
you think their parents are involved? Do you think that Jacqueline and Trezelle are involved in harming the children, selling the children, bartering the children, handing the children over, selling the children?
No.
What?
No, I believe they were taken
By whom?
by, I don't want to say.
Why not? You done got up on my panel telling me, do I want to ask you
Okay,
something,
listen.
and then you gonna tell me you can't say who?
I just told you in the beginning that there's two different bio fathers, and one is in a gang.
Okay.
All right?
And
And the demeanor of Jacqueline and Trezelle, they seem to be very nervous, and they're not seen in public,
uh-huh.
like they're hiding out from something.
Uh-huh.
His mother, West, she sat at the fence
Mm-hmm.
talking to some of the searchers. She said, let me get it right now. You're wrong, but you're right.
Mm-hmm.
They people close to them know. And I believe one of the persons that they took in for questioning was her mother.
Mm-hmm.
Her mother lives in Bakersville.
Mm-hmm. Who do you think her mother is?
She's never been seen. She's never been questioned by anybody. They throw a name out there, Maria somebody, but I'm sure the FBI knows who she is.
Mm-hmm.
And the FBI knows a whole lot more than these YouTubers and us. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I talk like I'm from the East Coast. I got this Philly accent.
Okay.
I love Tennessee. I've been there many times.
Yes, it's a
I
beautiful
actually,
place.
I used to dance in the 90s at the White Horse Cafe. I was a country dancer years ago.
Okay, I never heard of that.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it's nice
so
talking to
basically,
you,
uh,
but I just got a kick out of giving out some information that I kind of know.
well, and what is that?
What is that?
Mm-hmm.
It's that I've watched everything from the beginning till now.
Mm-hmm.
They go out and they search. Do you see them when they search?
Who are we speaking of without naming any names?
All of them, all the searchers. They
Are you
walk and they
talking? What's
talk.
are you talking about? Random people, YouTubers, the community? Who are you speaking of?
Random people that are the neighbors,
Okay.
YouTubers.
Okay.
Yeah, they go out there
So
and they walk and they talk and they don't really search.
okay. So are you offended by that?
Um, I don't know if it's a distraction,
Okay.
and I think there's a lot of distraction
Okay.
with YouTubers.
Okay.
I just
So
been
what do you
being
say?
honest.
Do you think so? Are you saying that you feel some YouTubers have done damage to the case, flawed the case, caused harm to the case? What are you saying?
I just cause distractions because
Okay.
a lot of it is their mentality.
Okay. And what is that exactly, Kate?
I told you where I came from.
Mm-hmm.
I worked for social services for many
You
years.
didn't tell that part. I thought I heard somebody say something about the hood. Maybe I'm getting everybody mixed up. It is kind of late.
I lived in the city because I had to.
Okay.
All right, according
Well,
to my job. But
well,
when I
I would say there's a
retired,
hood mentality. I will say there's a hood mentality pertaining to this case. I would say that off the bat.
hmm
Yeah, I noticed that day
I know,
one when I
I
started
know
hearing
hood.
all the
I,
nasty comments and telling people how to think and all that. That's hood mentality, trying to coerce people how to think, how to talk, who they should side with. I don't side with
sure.
nobody. I don't know
hmm
anything about. That's just the queen. I don't care who
Yeah.
you are. I don't care what hood you from, what set you represent. That stuff don't mean
hmm
nothing to me. Two babies are
I have
missing. Where the hell are the children?
I have seen things and heard things that nobody should see.
Mm-hmm.
When I grew up there, it was absolutely beautiful, but
Mm-hmm.
it turned to an area where a lot of gangs came,
Mm-hmm.
and it was the type of home that if I walked out my door, I had to look both ways
Mm-hmm.
before I got in my car.
Mm-hmm.
When I came home, my husband would meet me at the door.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I know the mentality. I know people have been murdered that I knew, and there has been some death because of this,
Mm-hmm.
because of the children.
Mm-hmm.
It's
There's been some
ultimate.
death. So what are you saying? Who's dead because of the children?
I don't know who they are, but they said that there's been deaths.
Who said there's been deaths?
Um, the YouTubers, the
Okay.
ones that are there. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
They're
Okay. That's
there.
enough.
They're in
That's
the
enough.
element.
Yeah. I got it. I got it. Okay.
There has been a couple people that have died already.
Yeah.
I'm
You
telling you, it's
so somebody's died because what, Kate? They knew something about the children, Kate.
well, there is a big reward, and it's possibly they were going to snitch,
Oh.
or
Okay.
they told somebody that they're going to tell.
And you believe that? So who knocked them out?
Who- I don't know these people.
7
They're
to life I've
gangs.
been to.
Listen to me. They're gangs that have gang mentality.
Yeah.
All
Mm,
right.
mm. Surely not the cartel, but they're gang members.
Um, there's gang members. Okay. There's Bloods. There's Crips.
Mm-hmm.
There's other fractions,
Mm.
and then there's
Okay.
cartel. Cartel is worse than
Well, I
gang.
know the cartel is worse. That's why I'm sitting here saying, who are we speaking about? Because what I've seen and heard don't resemble nothing of the cartel. So I'm just trying to understand what we're
No,
talking about.
nothing to do with so far.
Yeah.
Haven't heard
Okay.
anything about any cartels, but I
Well,
have heard about gangs.
okay. Yeah, everybody's heard about the alleged
And I've
gang banging
actually
in the
seen them on
families.
YouTube.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They're on YouTube. They're not going to say they're a
Well,
gang.
someone in the chat said, I thought this woman said she had the discernment to read people.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
I do. It was
Well, then,
part of my
well,
job.
your discerning
I
spirit
was,
ain't told you he got those children.
I was an investigator at welfare.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Do you believe the
Mhm.
children are alive or deceased? I'll ask you that if you don't mind.
I believe they're alive.
Okay. Where do you think they are?
Because of a sighting,
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's Arizona.
And who are they with?
No,
Let me guess. Are you getting ready to say
wait.
that with the lady that owned the house? Please don't do this.
No. Because of the sighting and because of the lady who owned the house.
She said social services. Did you say, so what are you saying? You were investigator for the Department of Human Services of the state of Pennsylvania or Philadelphia
No,
or
New
Pennsylvania?
Jersey.
New Jersey. So you were an investigator for the Department of Human Services, ma'am.
Welfare. Mm-hmm.
Welfare. It's the same thing, ain't it?
Well, they call it social services, human services now.
Yeah, CPS. They call it CPS out in California. We call it DHS here.
Mm-hmm. No, not for children. Welfare
For whom?
for mothers with babies.
Okay.
Medicaid
Oh,
department.
you talking about, yeah, Medicaid. Oh, Medicaid fraud, that type of business.
All that stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh, so they sure don't want to know who you are. And what I think is interesting, Kate Huff, you showing your name, and you know if you work for that type of work, you're not supposed to be showing your face or your name.
That's not my real name, and I don't work there anymore. I'm retired.
Okay, but you're showing your face.
I'm a wise old lady. It doesn't matter. Nobody
It
here
doesn't.
around me watches it.
But you do know there's people from Pennsylvania that watch YouTube, right?
Yes, I know who she is.
No, who she is. I said people. I didn't say it's she.
Well, what are you talking about? Gangs? They don't want me.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is most people who work any type of work for the state or government would not be showing their face, period, is what I'm saying.
Oh no. I'm not affiliated with that anymore.
Okay. All right. Well, I thank you for joining. I got Nancy up here. I wanted to hear what she has to say. Miss Nancy has joined the panel.
Hi, Nancy.
Hi.
Hey, Nancy.
If I find out anything else, I'll let you know. Okay.
Hey, Queen.
Nancy, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
What do you think about the information about some people being detained? We don't know if it was recent or in the past. Give me your feelings on that. In the Volume Wong interview with Court TV, did you watch it, ma'am?
Yes, I went and watched it.
Okay, tell me what you think, sweetie.
I thought it was pretty interesting.
Okay.
I took it as present,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought it was pretty good, actually. I took it as hopeful, and I thought it was, a pretty positive outcome, and maybe that there might be some advancements in the case for the boys. So thought it was a pretty, positive outcome. I wouldn't think that Byron would go on something like Court TV and mention something like that, that he said that he just got information today
Mm-hmm.
and it be something from months ago.
Right.
So I was hoping that it was something that happened current.
Well, that's how I took it. But like I said, everybody's interpret. Hey, look,
Yeah.
I can say stuff in my own chat and hear it repeated somewhere else, not even the way I said it. So I know people can take stuff and spin it the way they want. I didn't take it that it was the past, but as I say,
I didn't either.
People started getting in the chat saying, well, it's talking about the past 4 months ago. And okay, all right, pull your underwear up. Slow down.
I took it as it was present because I wouldn't think that he would mention
why
it
speak up on the past?
Yeah, I wouldn't think that he would mention it on Court TV, that it was something from past,
Right.
especially talk to the investigator today, and he just got the news.
Yeah.
So I took it was
that's how I
just
said to myself too. What would be the point in mentioning something that took place in the beginning or 3 months ago, 2 months ago, when right now we have nothing, we're not hearing anything? That would just throw people off. It would just throw people off to mention something that happened months ago.
Right. And it would be something breaking.
Yeah.
So I took it as a positive thing.
Yes. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say, to me, this whole case is something like out of the Twilight Zone.
It's the Twilight Zone. It's Area 54, Twilight Zone.
Right. We're not going to know nothing until the Popo tells us.
Yes.
We're just not. They're just keeping everything. I'm surprised you got that information.
Yes.
Because they're keeping everything so close to the vest.
Tight-lipped. And then you have to ask yourself, when it's like this, nothing, it really makes you wonder, what do they know of at this moment?
Right. They have to have a lot of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And they are just not saying anything.
Yes.
They either have a lot of knowledge or not a lot of knowledge.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Which one do you think it is, honestly?
I think they have a lot of knowledge.
Really?
Yeah, I think they have some leads and they are trying to tie up.
But they don't actually have the proof.
Yeah, I don't think they have the proof, but I think they have some good leads.
Which we know that would make sense, because by now they would have arrested someone.
Right. And I think they're trying to tie them up and
together.
Tie the knot.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I just keep praying that
Bruce, how do you know that? I didn't hear him say it was the past and the present.
No, I didn't either.
I didn't hear him say any of that. Now don't do that.
Well,
I never heard him say that it was past and present.
No.
Or throughout. I didn't hear any of that.
No, I'm just saying that whether the boys are deceased or alive, that they come home to where they need to be. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Say that again, what you just said?
I'm just saying that whether the boys are deceased or alive, that they need to come home where they need to be.
Do you think they're alive?
No.
Okay, Huda says, hello everyone. I don't think the adopted parents are allowed to leave the state because Jacqueline is on the FBI notice list. Where you see that, Huda?
Yeah, because the sheriff said they could leave.
Yeah, that was months ago, of course.
Yeah, and he said the FBI said they could leave. Now, whether or not that's true.
Goose, Let me say something to Goose right quick, because I'm getting agitated. Because you all don't listen. They called the police. Police didn't call them. They called the police to say my children are missing. Please listen to what I'm going to say, and I ain't saying it again. They called the police to say their children are missing. Police shows up to the damn door. Ma'am, sir, can you give me a picture of your child? Oh, what they say? I ain't got no picture. Okay. Well, when you get one, you call us back. We'll come back and get a photo of your two missing children. Do you hear what I'm saying? They gave the police what they wanted to give.
What they had.
Bottom line. Bottom line. You think the police is going to sit around and wait for you to give them a picture an hour, 2, 3 hours later, 24 hours later, when you're the one that called them?
No.
And then we found out later they took the phones a day afterwards from you making the initial call. And you want to sit here in the chat and say they couldn't give them a damn picture of their own kid because they took the phone. They took the phone a day later.
Mm-mm.
Come on with all that. You guys just acting stupid now.
No.
Hey.
There's just so many rumors, alleged, hearsay. That's why I say they're keeping all this stuff close to the vest. We're not going to know.
Oh my God. I give up.
That's why I keep saying, stay woke, people. When it finally comes down, a lot of
that's
people
just like calling your brother, sister in New York, D.C., and ask them to give a picture of your damn missing kids. Are you following me?
Yeah.
Why
People
would
are
I
gonna be
tell the
shocked.
police? No, think about this for a minute, because I hate to get ignorant. Your child is missing. Children, you're going to call the police. They're going to send somebody. And they don't know nothing about you or your children. So whatever you give them, they expect you're giving it truthfully, face value. Now imagine you say to the officer, detective, I got to call Pookie in DC to get pictures of my children, cause I ain't got none on my phone, but he got them on his Facebook page. I'll wait.
Yeah, they're going to think you're nuts.
No, they're going to think something's up with you.
Yeah. Excuse me, ma'am?
Right. You don't got pictures of your own children. And that's why I found it funny that in the beginning, I looked at Jamal Watkins' page and the said pictures he had, which would be normal if he's family, he would have the same photos. But then people started gossiping saying, that's who gave the pictures. So, I didn't know what to think. That's why I tell you, you can't listen to street gossip, Facebook gossip, because that's what people were doing. They started making up stuff. So you didn't know what to think.
Why
But
you
then
think
as time goes by, you start realizing there's something ain't right.
Why you think them other 4 kids got taken real quick?
Ding! Shazam. What I tell you, stay woke. And why your mammy ain't got your children? Why Miss West and Mr. Phillip ain't got your children? Why your auntie cousin ain't got your children? Why Jacqueline's family, brother, sister, cousin, mama, daddy, whoever the hell our mama is, ain't got the kids? Stay woke. Because what did I say in my last video? You don't know what the FBI detectives saw when they went to the house.
You don't know what they know.
Exactly.
You have no idea.
You have no idea.
We don't know, as John Q. Public, know what they know. We can only speculate.
Yes, this is messy and sad. It is. It's disgusting. It's vile. It's vile. But you have to ask yourself, why would the state take those children out of your care just because you have 2 missing? Because Bayan asked that in the beginning with the chief. He said, I've seen lots of cases of children going missing. The DHS did not take their other children.
They were always with the other parent because they were holding them close to their breast. Like, I'm not letting this one out of my sight.
But you know, Baya made a very valid point. Why did the state take these kids?
Exactly. You got to ask yourself that question.
And so Chief gave the same answer he's always given, Chief Walker. It is not our call to remove children out of a home in the state of California. It is up to the State Department to make that call. So that's why I told people in the beginning, stay woke. They was telling you everything you needed to know then.
Yep. And Byron just let it out. He gave you the answer everybody was wanting to know.
You should have known something was up when they took those children, and he made sure to let that be known in this interview with Court TV. They do not have their 4 children.
That's right.
Now, 4 months in. Why not? Why not?
That's right.
Why not?
Because there was a problem.
Bam.
Boom.
Because guess what? How you know it wasn't a problem in Bakersfield? The reason why you left. Shut your mouth.
Yep.
Stay woke.
It was hightailing and running.
I know they have more than one phone. Walker talked about that. My point is that if the kids were taken, like you say, they still have recent pictures. They don't. They've been gone for a while. Well, the obvious is staring us in the face from day one. These people never gave newer photos. These people got their children taken and not given to not one family member close to them. And no one has taken those children in or been afforded to take the children in, place with these said people, and they have yet to get their children back. That says a lot to me.
That says a whole lot.
So you want to sit up here and make up stuff about they in protective custody, FBI custody? Man, miss me with all that. That's TV talk. You know damn well the FBI ain't got them kids.
Like I said, that's hearsay, allegedly, rumors.
It's not. The chief told in the beginning, Chief Walker told you the state gets the children. Protective custody is just a word they use instead of saying damn foster care.
Yeah. I mean,
it's just a prettier word. That's all.
I have a special needs daughter. She does not like having her picture taken. The other 2 love to have their picture taken. But I still take pictures of her. And I got them pictures.
Crystal says, why would they have to take a class? If they did nothing wrong, why would they have to take a class? Well, Crystal, I'm telling you, those 2 ain't proper. I don't care. I just believe something ain't right with them, man. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I just think those 2 are not proper.
And didn't you even hear Byron question how they were so young and only had 2 biological children?
Yeah.
And
No,
4 adopted?
Politan said it. He said, oh, I noticed that they were very young, and I thought he was talking about the children. No, he was talking about the couple. 6
And they
kids, he's like, that's a lot.
Right. 2 biological and 4 adopted.
Okay, and let me mention this in the chat for some of you who do not know the age group of the 4 remaining children. 3 to 10 years of age are the ages of the remaining 4 children that are not in Trezell and Jacqueline's care. Because many people were questioning the ages of the children, and that was mentioned during the interview with Politan from Court TV. The ages are 3 to 10 years of age, the remaining children that are in foster care. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah. So they have 2 biological children and 2 adopted children that are all in foster care.
Do you think they took their kids maybe because they are protecting from them? Yes, Dream.
Yes, absolutely. Obviously,
Why would they take their
problem.
children if they weren't a threat? They leave those kids with them if they felt like they were responsible adults.
They would have left them with them if they felt like there wasn't a problem.
Right. Right, because guess what? People want to keep saying that they were threatened by the Bio family. I'm gonna go on and say it. A lot of you keep wanting to say that you feel like the Bio family's involved. The Bio family took the kids. The Bio family threatened them day one. Well, ask yourself this: why the hell would the state take those children, their own damn children, from them? That don't have nothing to do with the Bio family. Their own children that they adopted and their own biological. Why would they not be safe with their mother and father?
Exactly.
Just saying. You have to think about what you're saying. So what you saying? Everybody is in FBI custody, the 4 children and Jacqueline and Giselle, because they were threatened by the Bio family. They're in hiding. They're in some padded room somewhere in a tall skyscraper. Jesus.
Sad. It's
Yes, it's
really
strange. The grandparents couldn't get them because there's something going on. That's why the grandparents didn't get them. Our mom and daddy cousin didn't get them. Jacqueline's family, to our knowledge, didn't get them. That's why I said stay woke. No
None.
biological family of the couple got the kids. You don't find that strange?
None of those tentacles got them.
I just told you the ages of the children left are between 3 and 10. That's what Biden said.
Mhm.
The remaining 4 children are ages 3 to 10 years of age.
And those older children, you know, they've been interviewed.
Well, that one's probably used to lying. See,
Could
a
be.
10-year-old,
Never
a
know.
10-year-old can hold a lie better than a 3-year-old.
Exactly. It's just sad. It's very sad.
Yeah, it is. And it's sickening. And I don't know what's going to become this story, but now Court TV has it. Amen. And I
Yep.
pray they put an ending to this. I mean, it's just been since December 2020. It's just like, okay, day 1, day 2, you know, you're hoping somebody says something, tells something. But this
Well,
is
you
the
know,
most
Court
baffling
TV is going to
story.
dig hard.
Say what, honey?
Court TV is going to dig hard.
Well, I hope they do, because I just wish somebody come forward. Say something. If you know something, heard something, just say something.
Isn't the reward up to like 300,000 something?
I say that again, sweetheart.
Isn't the reward up to 300,000?
I'm not sure.
I thought it
I
was.
thought it was under. I know at least 150. I'm not sure. I haven't checked.
That's a lot of money.
The lady that reported the fire has some scary stuff to say, such as what, Lisa?
Well, I'm gonna drop back off down
Okay,
to
that's
the
fine.
chat, Queen.
But this was
Much love
a
to
good
you.
comment. Dreamy says, "Do you think the other kids may have said something? What do you think about that?"
Me?
I'm just going to ask you what you think about that before you go. That the other kids may have said something.
They may have. They possibly could have, especially
because
the
that's
younger
the thing.
ones.
Yes, the younger ones. That's why I said a 10-year-old may hold the lie, but not the babies.
Yeah, the babies, especially if they got them by themselves.
Yeah.
They probably did say something, not knowing.
Hey, Sharon. Yes. Right. Well, a young baby is not going to remember the lie. I'm telling you.
Yeah, because they're too innocent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, their memory
They
span is not
probably
as
They
advanced as a
probably let
10-year-old.
something slip.
Yeah. Well, we just know the memory of a 3-year-old is not going to hold as a 10-year-old.
No. 10-year-olds can cover.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So they probably let something slip.
Yes.
I hope they did.
Yeah. Yeah.
And who knows, they probably spoke something that happened to them.
Exactly. I thought about that too.
Something that they went through.
Oh, how did your mama treat you? How did you,
Exactly.
like I told people, you don't
And that
know what
may
was in
be-
their house.
And that may be part of the reason why they're in foster home.
That's what I said. But like I said, you don't know what was in the house when the detectives got there. You don't know if there was food, If there was clothing, bedding, furniture, soap, running water, you don't know nothing.
You don't know, and you don't know what them babies said.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Exactly. That's true. Very true.
There is a reason why them babies are not with them.
Yes, yes, yes. Because as Brian said to Chief Walker, many people, children go missing every day, and the state does not take their other children. Why did these children get removed by the state? And Chief Walker said, it is not our call.
Amen. Stay woke, people.
Stay woke. Thank you so much, sweetie.
You're welcome. Much love,
Okay.
Queen.
Okay, much love to you, baby. Thank you so much. I'm almost 2 hours in. As I state, this was kind of a slow run and jump off to this storyline tonight, but I don't know what's going on out there in Bakersfield. I think it's sad that these children are still missing. I think it's sad that we can't get an update, but I mean, I understand the law enforcement has to do their job and they have to preserve the case as not to taint it by giving out too much information, because as it's been said before, if we tell the public, we're also telling people who we think are involved in the disappearance of the children. But it's just daunting, day for day, not knowing nothing, hearing anything, seeing anything, just nothing pertaining to these babies. And it's just atrocious. Not knowing, hell, how long they've even been gone. And everyone is speculating, assuming, but we don't have an exact timeline. Only the people who raised the children know when they last had those children. And the reasoning for them to be gone, if indeed they are involved, I do believe the West knows something. They know something about these kids. And it's just terrible. Absolutely terrible. We don't know how much of it was the truth, and we need to what? To remember that. Wanda West couldn't give her grandkids. Yes, dreamy eye Africa. Amen. Why did Mother Hen not be able to get her own grandchildren? That's a very valid point. There's something wrong with that. AP are the only people who seem to not care that 4 months has passed. Right. You know, then the flip side of that back cave is, well, they're just peculiar people. They care, but they don't have any emotion. They don't know how to show emotion. I've heard it all before. And like I said, there's other cases I've discussed where the parents did not speak and talk to the news, and they never were indicted or arrested for the disappearance and or murder of their children. But yet, in the beginning, people thought it was suspicious. People would not talk. And of course, you're going to think that because you're feeling like, hey, this is your baby, your babies. Why aren't you rallying for your kids? Letting the world know, hey, my kids are gone. Unless you know where they are, and you ain't trying to tell nobody where your kids are. Sickening to me. Crystal, where are you at? I don't see you, hear you at all. Night Owl? I'm sure they checked everything and brought dogs. Well, Brian mentioned that the cadaver dogs were taken there and they didn't pick up a scent. Nowhere inside, outside. Outside, definitely nowhere outside. Front, back, side of the house. Do you have anything you'd like to say before I check out of here? I'm not going to hold much longer. It's just a sad situation pertaining to these kids. And I just, like I said, I hate to look up, we're back in fall, and it's nothing pertaining to anything of relevance to about these children. I don't think they're alive. No, I do not. True. And that's why I don't think that they even made it there. Well, like Biden told Court TV right before he ended the interview, that Bakersfield police has the investigation now. So basically, he was hinting, don't you find it interesting? And then Politan said, yes, well, that's where the children are from, where the parents are from. So it's natural for another jurisdiction, the original jurisdiction where the people live, were born, to pick up the investigation. Indeed. What about the grandparents' house? Oh, not out. Okay. Okay. That's fine. That is fine. I think they went missing quite a while ago. Well, I don't know where the children are, and it would be nice to know that the children are alive, but it just it is a daunting situation at this point. 4 months in, no news, no one's speaking up about the children, no one's speaking up about who the children were, what the children were like. That's just rare when children go missing. Even a human being, a grown up, you always hear something about a person, their attitude, their disposition, their laugh, something. You've heard nothing about these kids, about their disposition at 3 and 4 years of age. Not one iota from their goofy parents, their relatives, neighbors, nothing. Say, hey, this is how these 3 and 4 year olds behave, blah, blah, blah. All you got was a stinking word of rambunctious. And it, to me, was an inappropriate word to use pertaining to missing children. Did these kids get dropped off with people to watch them frequently? It seems that they had asked the grandma to take the kids on December 19th. I think Wanda didn't ask for the kids that day. Oh wow, Queen, you made my heart drop. But I pray every night that they are. I try not to think that, but it seems like all the signs are there that they're not. Yes, 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 Queen. It's like they never existed. Sad. Yes, and that is the disturbing part of this story. That if you were just to really sit back and assess everything that you've been told from the beginning about these children, it is really as if this is a hoax. The only reason why I even believe that the children are real is because Ron Dean came forward to say she gave birth to them. But if it wasn't for Ron Dean speaking up, I wouldn't even think that the children lived. Or, I mean, I'm just keeping it real. Because at this point, it's almost like it's a fabrication. You got these visuals of black people who have anything. Nothing. You have nothing. To allude to the fact when they were with these people, nothing. And naturally, the state, they're not about to divulge when the West got them, when they adopted them, any issues that they have against the West in their files. They're not going to tell us nothing. They're not going to tell us anything. That the police had searched, and I'm like, they brought the dogs during that search as well as the grandparents' house. Yeah. But you got to think, that's been a while. We don't really know who's all involved. We don't know who knows what. And like a lot of people, that woman is not going to tell her son. But see, first of all, you got to remember about that search and the fire and all that type of stuff. You don't know how long the children have been gone. So by the time the police went to Wanda West's house for a search, it's a little too late. Because as I state, you don't know how long the children have been missing. So going to Wanda's house a month or so ago, what does that mean exactly? Because one, we don't even know what was taken. We don't know if anything was of relevance because we don't know how long the children have been missing. It's a sad situation. I want to thank you all for joining me. If you want to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie 129, Cash App. All super chats are welcome during the live stream. I'm going to pray that something comes from all of this madness. Some information. Somebody will say, I'm going to say something. Just tell the truth. Because this is a sad situation. Very sad situation. And I pray that the police know something, because what would be worse is that we're in month 4 and they don't have anything. Will be very terrible. Thank you all for tuning in. New subs, new viewers. Thanks for subscribing. Like, share, comment on the community post if you like. I will be bringing you another video of a subject matter that I had planned on for tonight, but I switched up because of the information someone put on the community post about the Brian Wayne interview with Court TV. So that's why I came on live tonight with this said information. But I'm praying that there will be a resolution to this case soon, because I don't think we can go up into summer. No arrest, no nothing. Thank you all so much. But let's just ponder who Brian Wayne was speaking of. They wouldn't cooperate. Because are we talking about the adoptive parents family members, or are we speaking of the bio family? Who is it that refused to cooperate in this investigation of these missing children? God bless America. God bless these kids. And have mercy on anybody that has any information and would not tell anything pertinent pertaining to these children. You are really a low down dog, because it shows your spirit isn't right, that you can walk around here knowing where these children are or what happened to these kids, and you won't even tell the authorities anything that could help them find these kids. Yes, it could be there. Thanks for joining. This is Everyday Shenanigans. You all have a great day. Be safe.